The Housemaid is a story of a girl named Millie who has a criminal record and currently manages to live in a car. She is desperately searching for a job, and after a lot of effort, she finally managed to get a job as a housemaid. Millie was hired for this job by Nina Winchester, a young, good-looking woman who was happily living with her handsome and charming husband, Andrew, and a lovely daughter, Cecilia. After the job interview, Nina showed a room on the first floor of her house and told Millie that she has to stay in that room. That room was not very good to stay in. It was very strange and weird. It could only be opened from outside, but Millie had no other choice. She knew that. Her criminal background was a big hurdle to finding a job, and it was really hard for her to survive. She won't get any other nicely paid job easily, so she accepted Nina's offer. Finally, Millie became the housemaid of the Winchester family and got used to the surroundings of the house and its people. But slowly Millie realized that the behavior of Nina had changed a lot. She was very harsh towards Millie now. Millie was a bit confused because when she came for the job interview, Nina was very nice to her. But now it's completely different, as if the woman she met the first time was a different one. Every now and then Nina would make up a scene and try to make Millie feel embarrassed. Millie had started making assumptions that Nina's mental health was not good. She really needs a treatment. Nina's husband was such a handsome and charming person. He used to feel bad for Millie because of Nina's behavior towards her. Slowly, both Millie and Andrew developed feelings for each other and later got intimate as well. On the other side, Nina's behavior was getting worse day by day, and Andrew was getting fed up with her. He told Nina that he doesn't like her anymore and she must leave the house. This completely shocked Nina, and soon she left the house, and Andrew as well. She went to a hotel where Enzo the gardener was also present. Nina was feeling relief for leaving her husband, and at this point in the book we get to know that there is a big twist in the whole story. Actually, since the beginning of the story, Nina was portrayed as a mental patient who needs psychiatric treatment. But Nina was completely fine. She had no mental issues. From now onwards, we get to know the story from Nina's perspective. It goes back in time when Nina was a single mother, and she wasn't married to Andrew. She used to work in a company where Andrews was the boss. While working in the company, Nina and Andrew came into a relationship, and soon they both got married. Nina was very happy to be with Andrew. She was enjoying her happy married life. It kept going fine until she got to know that her husband was an evil person. She had no idea that her husband, who once was a loving and caring partner, would be cruel and a psycho. Andrew used to torture Nina. He used to lock her in the attic for a very long time. It was very painful for Nina to live with Andrew. He was a complete mess. The truth was that it wasn't Nina who had a mental issue, it was Andrew. Nina was forced by Andrew to believe that she had some mental problem and that she needed treatment. Nina was forced to get admitted to a psychiatric healthcare center for 8 months. Nina did everything to run away from Andrew, but all went in vain. Also, she was scared for her daughter Cecilia as well. In the Winchester house, there was a gardener named Enzo. He came to know that Nina was in trouble. He told her that he could try to help and get her out of this house. Nina and Enzo made a plan to hire a housemaid, and they found Millie perfect for their plan. She knew that Millie was looking for a job and that she was a good-looking and attractive girl. Nina knew that Millie had a criminal record, and this information gave Nina the assumption that Millie could easily handle Andrew, as she had a bold personality. But Enzo firstly didn't like this plan because Nina was trying to put some other innocent girl in her shoes. To this objection, Nina replied to Enzo that she has no other choice left because Andrew had her daughter in his house, and he could do anything with her. She had no other way to get out of this house. She really needs a replacement, and Millie was perfect for this, as she had no one behind her, so she could easily run away from the house. There was also a possibility that Millie would kill Andrew if he did anything wrong with her. Enzo understood that Nina really had no other choice, and she really needed someone's help, so he also took part in her plan. Now, the story again comes to the present time, where Nina has left the house and Millie and Andrew are living together. Soon, Millie also faced the same fate as Nina did. She was also getting tortured by Andrew. He locked her as well in that room where he locked Nina. But this time it was not Nina, it was Millie, and she was a smart and bold lady. She somehow managed to get herself out from that room and very cleverly locked Andrew in that same room, where she tortured both Nina and Millie. Millie tortured Andrew in the same way he did with her and Nina, and eventually Andrew died in that room. At the same time, Nina also arrived in the house because Enzo insisted Nina check what's happening with Millie and get her out of that house. Nina saw that Andrew was lying on the floor and he wasn't moving. Both Millie and Nina saw each other. Nina tried to explain all this to Millie and told her that she must run away from here. She said that she will handle the police and Mill's name would not be involved in this case. When police arrived, Nina told them that she and Andrew were not happy together, they were living separately, and both were planning to get a divorce. Possibly Andrew would have come home and gotten himself locked in that room accidentally. Although Nina was doubtful that the police would believe her story, coincidentally the head detective police officer knew Andrew already. He told Nina that her daughter was in a relationship with Andrew and tortured her as well. He said he knows the evil behavior of Andrew. Eventually, police believed in Nina's story, and Millie's name didn't get involved in the case. Nina's plan was successful, and Andrew got what he deserved. So, this was the summary of the book, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you find any mistakes or missing information, please ignore it. I will try my best next time.